She stood in front of the mirror, tilting her head slightly as she fastened her earrings. Every movement smooth and casual, as if she were simply preparing for another ordinary night. I sat on the couch nearby, bent over, lacing up my sneakers. In my mind, I had imagined the evening differently. We'd grab a quiet dinner, maybe talk about our week, find a little peace together after the long stretch of stress and routine. But just as I settled into that picture, she broke it apart with a single sentence. With a tone that carried no hesitation at all, she said, "I have a date." She might as well have been telling me she was stepping out to pick up groceries. That's how effortlessly the words left her mouth. For a moment I thought, I must have misheard her. 3 years of our lives woven together with late-night movies, weekends away, caring for each other through fevers and arguments, and all of it unraveled by that flat announcement. "Excuse me," my voice cracked, confusion spilling out more than anger. She met my gaze through the mirror as if this was nothing more than stating a fact. "I said I have a date," she repeated, and then added with a half shrug, "We're not really together." "Anymore? Are we?" That shrugged, that dismissive tilt of her shoulders felt like a knife. It wasn't just her words, it was the casualness. The way she brushed off years of us as if they were dust on her sleeve. That was the moment something in me shifted. I stood up slow and deliberate and reached for my keys. She glanced over her shoulder, that faint little smile tugging at her lips. She probably thought I'd plead, that I'd break into pieces right in front of her and beg her not to go. Maybe she wanted that, some last proof of control over me. But instead I looked at her, the woman I had once believed I would spend my life with, and said quietly, "That's fine, because I didn't know how to tell you I've been seeing someone too." I watched the color drain from her face, her smile collapsing instantly. Her eyebrows shot up, her lips parted, but no words came out right away. For the first time in weeks, she wasn't armed with her clever comebacks. I saw it. The flicker of panic in her chest, the tight way she clutched her purse. "You're lying," she managed, but her voice trembled, missing its usual sharp edge. I shook my head. "I don't need to lie. I met someone. Someone who actually listens. Someone who doesn't scroll through her phone when I talk." I hadn't crossed the line before, but now I let the words hang in the air before finishing. "I just didn't want to hurt you. Guess you didn't have the same concern." With that, I pulled the door open. I lingered for a heartbeat, giving her the chance to say something, anything, but she didn't. She just stood there, lips slightly open, as though she'd forgotten how to speak. For the first time, I could tell she wasn't as ready to move on as she had convinced herself she was. I stepped out, letting the door close softly behind me. No dramatic slam, no final gesture, just a quiet click, like a whispered goodbye to everything we used to be. I didn't send her a message. I didn't block her. I didn't check her updates. I let silence sit between us. Let her feel what it was, like to not be the one holding all the power. Days passed. Then a week later, my phone lit up with a single word from her. "Hey." I stared at it, feeling nothing I could put into words. What was there to reply that she had broken something inside me? And though I managed to piece it back together, it wasn't the same shape anymore. That the version of me who once would have chased her had simply stopped running. I didn't answer. I let the message fade into the background like an echo of a voice I no longer needed to hear. Life went on. I started seeing the other woman carefully, slowly, without rushing into anything. She wasn't a whirlwind or a storm. She was steady, thoughtful, the kind of person who paid attention without making everything about herself. Nothing extravagant, just honesty, which felt like the rarest gift. The more time I spent with her, the more I wondered why I'd endured so long in a relationship where I always felt like I was balancing on eggshells. Sometimes late at night, I think back to that moment. The way she said it, like it was nothing. Unaware that it would be the moment everything shifted for good. I wonder if she ever regretted it, if she even went on that date after all. Maybe she did. Maybe it was a disaster. Or maybe she sat there alone, replaying my words in her head, realizing she wasn't the only one capable of walking away with dignity.